Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I literally quickly ran inside and put my camera on because the doorbell rang while I was cleaning and it was the UPS man with my Sephora VIB sale items. The sale does mean that you get a percentage off of some fragrances, and I do love me some fragrances recently. I've been very much so dog-like in the fact that I just want to roll around in things that smell good. So the two things that I got were the Replica by Maison Margiela. I don't know what you want to call these, but it's the one with Jazz Club by the Fireplace and Autumn Vibes. This one we're gonna save for last. I bought travel size of these because I know I like them. And then I also wanted to try some commodity perfumes because they have things like book, paper, you know, things that interest me. So this is the Commodity Scent Space Expressive. This is like the middle of the line scent profile, I guess. So they have, Commodity is really cool because they do personal, which isn't very strong smelling, expressive, which is middle, where it's like, if someone walks by you, they'll smell it, and then they have bold, which is everyone in the room can smell you, you leave a trail of scent behind you. I'm not so interested in that, but I am interested in, like, if I'm sitting next to someone and they go, your perfume smells really good. That's what I like to do. It is also worth noting that all of these are unisex scents. I mean, perfume doesn't have a gender anyway, but the intention behind these is that anyone, man, woman, someone who doesn't fit so nicely into those boxes can wear these, which is why I really like them. Enough rambling. Let's get into the commodity ones first because they have very interesting instructions on how to do this. We're not gonna follow them to a T. Here's how they tell you to sample it, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do after. Sample each fragrance on the blotting paper, on your hand, on your pulse points, and then you pick which one you like the best. For today, for time's sake, I'm gonna try it just on the blotting paper, and then I'll probably do a follow-up in like a couple of weeks in a favorites video once I've tried them all on my skin, because I'm not gonna sit here, spray it on my skin, scrub it off. No one's got the time for that. Oh, they labeled it, how nice. So I'm gonna start with the one that I don't think I'm gonna like the best, which is Milk, which is their most popular one. So Milk says that it is seeking comfort in the familiar. This creamy and calming scent offers the perfect start to the day. Cold milk, ew, adds a cooling element to the otherwise rich and warm fragrance of marshmallow, ew, mahogany, I do like that smell, and tonka bean. Okay. The reason I think I might be okay with this one is because it's unisex. Because I think if it was just strictly a feminine scent, it would be too sweet, like sickeningly sweet, like young child candy store sweet. All right, let's try this out. They also gave me a second sample of this one in like the free sample thing, even though I was looking for the matcha perfume from the Replica scents, and also Spice Bomb from Viktor and Rolf, because that's a male fragrance, but I like spicy scents. So I was curious about that, but that's for another time. Anyway, let's try this out. All right, I did 2 sprays. I don't hate that. It is definitely more feminine. I got it on my fingers. Very gourmand. It actually, you know what this smells like? Britney Spears Midnight Fantasy. That's what that smells like. But like slightly more masculine and less sickeningly sweet, more neutral. I totally get the marshmallow. I'm not mad at it, I just wouldn't wear it. Okay, next is Paper. This is a cult classic brought back from the archives. Paper celebrates sandalwood as a skin scent thanks to the ISO E Super. Okay. Oh, the ISO E Super plays off the natural scent of one's skin for a soft sandalwood trail that is truly unique. Okay, since it got on my fingies, let me do some hand sandy here, because that is strong. That Milk one is strong. Why would you ever do the bold? Holy shit. I'm excited for this one because I think I might like this. It says ISO E Super Sandalwood. No, yeah, ISO E Super Sandalwood and Cedarwood. So let's try it. Ooh, I like that. It's very clean smell. I can still smell that fucking milk scent on my fingers. It's very clean smelling, like it smells like fresh air. Yeah, it smells like paper, but not like old parchment. Like it doesn't smell like an old book that you found in an attic. It doesn't smell like back to school either. I would describe that as fresh. Can I describe a scene that would smell like in a movie? It's not very strong at all, actually. That is very nice. I'm gonna describe this as, you know, in The Devil Wears Prada, bear with me. When in The Devil Wears Prada, when Andrea first starts working there, and she pulls out a pen and paper to like start taking notes about what Miranda Priestley wants. It's that fresh, new paper smell. It is very like, that is nice. That is really nice. I actually really like that. It is so not abrasive. It almost smells like nothing. Like I can imagine that on skin would just get like nicer and fresher as the day goes on. My sister's texting me about an energy drink. I like this so much. It is so non-offensive. I'm saving Book for last because if I like that one, I'm gonna spray it in my Book Lovers, like physical copy of Book Lovers by Emily Henry, because that's the perfume that she talks about in the book. Next up we have Moss. And Moss is described as, I'm sorry I don't have a nice radio voice, but this fragrance's crisp aroma is one that nature would be proud of. Fresh, green, and earthy. Its blend of oak moss, cedarwood, and petitgrain is reminiscent of a walk in the woods at dawn. Wet, cool, clean, and reviving. Ooh, I think I might like this one. I can still smell milk, just so everyone is aware. That's how strong that is. So if you see anyone buy the Bold, remember to make fun of them, because I'll make fun of them, because you don't need to smell that sweet and that strong. It's also worth noting that anything that has like a candy note to it, like sugar musk, caramel, like literally just straight up sugar, marshmallow, apparently I really don't like. So while I find it like non-offensive, the fact that I'm still smelling it and going ew is like not my favorite. Oh my god, that smells so good. Y'all, that smells like fresh, wet dirt. It smells like the way, this is so, oh my god. This smells the way that I imagine Edward Cullen smells when he's laying in the meadow with Bella. That's how that smells. Oh my god. It's like Pacific Northwest. I've never been, but this is what I imagine. Oh my god, that smells so good. What are the notes in here? Grapefruit, bergamot, petitgrain, orange blossom, cedarwood, oak moss. Wow, I didn't think I would like it because I don't like grapefruit because I think it smells like BO. And it totally has like a skin, like people scent to it. Like man or woman, totally unisex. Oh my god, I think my roommate's gonna really like this one. Let me just sniff it and inhale it so deep. That smells so effing good. I have to move on, but I don't want to. That smells so good. I still have milk on the tips of my fingers. But I'm not smelling it when I was like inhaling that. I took a deep, holy shit, that smells so good. That might be the full-size bottle. It's too soon to call it. Next, we have Velvet. Mysterious and elegant, this fragrance evokes the pure indulgence of a soft texture, meeting bare skin, okay? Its woody ambery blend features roasted almond, rose petals, and black amber. So it says that the notes are roasted almonds, which I do like. My favorite perfume is Burberry Brit for her. Like the Eau de Parfum one, not the pink one, the one that's in that dark bottle. Let me go get it. This one, because people confuse it all the time, but it's for her. Anyway, that one is vanilla and candy, and yeah, candied almonds as well. But that one's got some like icy pear in there. So I'm curious about this one because this one says it's roasted almonds, coconut water, rose petals, vanilla beans, white birch, and amber. I think I might like this one. I think it might be a little sexy. I think we might be in trouble. It's also unisex, so it's not gonna be, I'm gonna break a nail. This is so difficult to get out. Velvet by Breathe Carolina, coming up. That had a really good spritzer on it. Dang. Ooh, ooh, I can smell the rose. It smells like a Cabbage Patch Kid. No. Oh, wait. Ooh. Oh, it's so smoky. Wait a minute. This does smell like velvet. Oh my god. This is, damn you, Commodity. My wallet hurts. It smells like a sexy goth because it's got that like deep smokiness, like mysteriousness that comes with it. It smells, well, I'm trying to think of like a scene in a movie that would match this. You know what? The rose is gone and I'm not mad about it. Like it, but the rose scent in here, while I was hit with that at first and I was like, oh, it smells like an old lady and like a Cabbage Patch Kid, that evaporated. And now it just actually smells like, you know when you walk into a funeral home and you can kind of have that leftover smell of roses? Like it, when roses start to smell like death and and Decay. Again, but in a sexy way, which only makes sense if you like monster romance. This smells so good. Oh my God. Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's what it smells like. Okay, I'm gonna need my roommate to get home so I can be like, I need you to smell this. I like that so much. Damn. Okay. This is a problem. I don't have the money to buy all of these perfumes. I'll end up buying the travel sizes because that's like in my budget. It's like, well, why would I buy one full size for $145 when I could buy a bunch of travel sizes and just switch them out throughout the week? Final two, I'm so glad we're leaving book for last. This next one is Gold, which makes me think of Solid Gold from The Boys because I'm thinking about Jensen Ackles. Anyway, I haven't even read the description and I'm like, Solid Gold? Rich enough to bathe in, this decadent fragrance is an intoxicating journey to one's innermost desires. All right. Wow, that's not, I didn't even read the full sentence. Let me try that again. Rich enough to bathe in, this decadent fragrance is an intoxicating journey to one's innermost desires, thoughts, and impulses. Its warm, gourmand scent is a luxurious blend of molten amber, creamy sandalwood, and sweet vanilla. So the top note is juniper berries, which I love the smell of. It smells like Christmas to me. Second, molten amber and benzoin, which is used in Dip from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's used to melt cartoons. Anyway, no, it's benzene. Never mind. Finally, vanilla, sandalwood, creamy musk. What do you got for me, Solid Gold? Ooh, that's kind of fresh. And now it's warm. Wow, these are pretty, like, nice, complex scents. It does smell like gold. Like, I literally got an image of the color gold in my brain among smelling it. But it's not metallic. It just smells like honey, almost. Like that sweetness of honey, but not in the way that honey is warm sweet, but not sickeningly sweet. It's like a little fresh though. It's those juniper berries. I could wear all of these. This smells like Christmas. Like, but not Christmas Day. Because that I would imagine is more gourmand. It's the excitement before Christmas, which we're in the middle of right now. But it's like that first snowy day around Christmas time in December when you're like, oh, let's put up the tree, let's decorate if you're people who like to wait. Oh my God, that smells so good. It's slightly more masculine, but again, I like unisex, so it really doesn't bother me. That smells good. It's warm and fresh all at the same time, which I didn't think was possible. I really like that. Yeah. Okay, I like that. And the only one I didn't like was Milk so far. So we're on to the final one. I'm gonna clear out my nostrils. Okay, next is book. This is very important to me as an avid reader. I need this to smell good, so everyone shut up while I read this. This crisp, woody fragrance tips its hat. Okay. My book. I'm so sorry. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, this crisp, woody fragrance tips its hat to the Hemingways and Fitzgeralds of the world. They would wear a fedora and tip their hats. Conjuring the warmth of a quiet moment curled up with a good book, its complex blend of sparkling bergamot, I love the smell of bergamot, spicy cypress, and creamy sandalwood results in an unexpectedly fresh scent. So it's, top note, eucalyptus, bergamot, two of my favorite scents in the whole world. It's amyris, I don't know what that is, cedarwood, amber, and then sandalwood and vetiver and musk. Ooh, this is gonna smell. My entire life depends on it. Ooh, it smells like pickles. Yeah, it smells like pickles. Well, now that's dried down a little bit. Now it smells like pickles. That's a shame. I'm not mad at it. Like, it definitely has a freshness to it, but it's a sandalwood. It's not woody enough. It's growing on me. I'm not upset about it, but yeah, it's a little pickly. See, I said pickles and now I can't stop thinking about it, but now the more I'm smelling it, I'm like, yeah, that does smell like a book. But it doesn't have the warmth I wanted. I would say that velvet and moss had the warmth that I would want in this. Interesting. I hear my roommate. Hold on, I'm gonna go bother her and then I'll come back. Okay. I bothered my roommate. She agreed that moss and gold smell really good. Those were her two favorites. And I think velvet and moss were mine. But I would purchase all of them except for Milk. And like, I think I would do paper over book. Because paper, actually, now that I smell it more, paper almost smells like a really, 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 really mellowed out Abercrombie & Fitch. Again, inoffensive. I'm really not upset about it. And I also like that it is that mellowed out. Oh wait, was I smelling book? Oh, that's the one I was just describing was book. This is paper. No, paper was the one that smells like super mellowed out Abercrombie & Fitch. The pickle scent has left this. Now it's just really like nice book smell. Like it smells like a book, but not like an old book. You know what I mean? Like a fresh book. That's how I would describe it. Like a new book. And then let me smell this. Smell milk again. Nope. It's a no from me, dog. So I will be texting my friend and being like, how do you feel about this? Okay, moving on. Do I have the notes listed here? Jazz Club. The top note is pink pepper, top notes. Pink pepper essence, primpois lemon oil, and neroli oil. Two kind of fresh but spicy scents. I mean, like, lemon has the zing. That was just the top note. Middle notes are rum absolute, clary sage. I can smell the sage. Love the smell of sage. Java vetiver oil. Ooh. It does have that like coffee, like cigarettes and coffee, but not in a bad way. And then the base note is Styrax resin. I don't know what that is. Tobacco leaf, totally. Coffee and cigarettes. And vanilla bean. Yes, that smells so good. It's so warm and so inviting. It smells like the old interesting man who was hot in his heyday and is telling you really interesting stories. I'm trying to think of a movie scene to describe this. Is that too niche of a thing that I'm doing? It smells like the opening scene of Chicago. But imagine if you were like there personally, not the chaos of it. Or what's another like jazz club scene? Hold on, we've got the laptop to figure this out. Wow, all of these are new movies. La La Land is number 5. I don't know, it smells like a jazz club. Imagine what you think it is and then add like a sexy, smoky layer to it, and you've got like a really talented woman singing with a low voice and a nice croon. That's what it smells like. Moving on. Next, we have By the Fireplace, and this is one that a lot of people have described as gourmand, so I'm a little nervous about it, not gonna lie to you, but it's warm and spicy. This one also has pink pepper. Interesting. Okay, sorry, I don't have a nice cardstock. So this one is pink pepper essence, orange flower, clove oil, then chestnut accord, yakwood, G-A-I with an accent, AC wood oil, jade oil, and then base note is a vanilla. I do like a vanilla, but a spicy vanilla, not sickeningly sweet. Brew balsam. Oh, I love the smell of balsam. And then cashmere. Yes, I'm gonna like this one. I keep getting my fingers, idiot. Oh my god, that one smells a lot like milk does. Wait a minute. Why do I smell marshmallows? There's no marshmallows. Okay. Nope, this one's got that smokiness that Velvet did. I take my thing back. At first, it smelled like milk, and then it mellowed out, and it smells like a little bit like Velvet, if not slightly sweeter and a little more feminine, even though they're both unisex. Wow, sweet. I get to smell like rotting flowers and smoke, and that smells so good. Everyone's gonna wanna hug me this holiday season because I'm gonna smell so goddamn good. So warm, smoky, inviting. I really just want to smell like an old fashioned because that's my personal favorite cocktail, and they're just so good. And they, there's like an air of like, I don't know, not even class to it, just old timiness, vintage to it. That smells so good. I really like that dry down on that one. Yes. Okay. And then this one I know I like because I almost bought it instead of When the Rain Stops, but I really was just like heart set on smelling like a rainy day. Although I think Moss accomplishes that more. I think that When the Rain Stops is really interesting, and we can talk more about this. I found a really interesting YouTube channel the woman was talking about the science behind the smell of petrichor and in fragrances, so she tied it back, and she mentioned how the rain and aquatic scent in When the Rain Stops is actually more like city rain, and it's got that metallic water scent to it, which it totally does. And when she described it, I was like, oh my god, that's why it's so strong and hits me so, like, kind of not in the best way. I do love it, which is why I bought it, but it has to be like a certain temperature outside, and like that has to do with the way that your skin reacts in certain temperatures. The science of perfume and fragrance is insane to me. Anyway, moving on to autumn vibes. This is what we're actually talking about. Can you tell I've been hyper fixating for the past 2 weeks? Because it's been like a month, because the second I decided I wanted to smell like rain, I fell down a rabbit hole, and now I have all of these scents to talk about. Replica, autumn vibes, we gotta scroll down. What are my notes? Here we go. Once again, pink pepper. Wow, I think I like the scent of pink pepper, which makes me think I'm gonna like Glossier You. This one's pink pepper CO2 essence. Then we got cardamom. Cardamom is such a good spice. Then olfactory family, which is a woody spice. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not a note. It's pink pepper, cardamom. That's just like describing the scent family. It's called an olfactory. The middle notes are carrot seeds. Wow. Carrot seeds, nutmeg, olibanum, essence. There's no description on what that is, but the carrot seeds are gonna hit me with a freshness. I smelt this in store. I really liked it. And then the base note is cedarwood, moss, and fir balsam. I love the smell of balsam. I can smell the carrot. I really like that. This is totally unisex. A man could wear this and not be upset, but a woman could also, I mean, I am a woman, but I'm someone who likes unisex scents. It does smell like autumn, but it smells like I'm cooking a Sunday roast, but not in like the you smell like meat kind of way. It does. It smells like you're in the kitchen chopping vegetables, so you get that fresh scent that they give off when they're cut, mixed with the spice mix. And it does, like, for what it's the CO2 essence, I think, in the pink pepper that's giving it that like fresh air, along with the moss and the fir balsam. It's giving it like a fresh outdoorsy scent. I love this. So good. Okay, it's Olivia's hyperfixation. This is a very long video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I think my favorite scent was, I think it was the most unexpected for me, but I think Velvet was the one that was like so unexpected, and that's why I'm saying I like it so much. But I actually think that Moss is my favorite, and that's the one that I would probably looking into purchasing a full size of, if not a little travel spray, because that's $28 versus the $145. And then I have obviously these travel sizes, which are so wonderful, and now I can smell like this all the time, which is why By the Fireplace, and I don't need to purchase Velvet actually if I have By the Fireplace and Jazz Club. So anyway, that's how I feel about that. Thank you for coming to my hyperfixation. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. I'm not gonna say next week because I don't know what the heck's going on, but bye.